Thank you for doing your part.
Пока. 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 Sorry. Nah, mate. Just leave me alone, please.
Leave you alone?
Yes, please. The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah. Amidst all the bull, just take a moment. Just take a moment basking and bathing in the rays from Helios to remember that everything is irie, everything is alright. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Sometimes I get it. Other times I'm too caught up in the persistent nature of what's presented to me. And it is persistent. But if you get it, you get it. And when you get it, it doesn't feel that different from when you don't get it. And getting it only lasts a few moments because the presentation is so overwhelming that, yeah, you get a few pulses, a few glimpses, a few peaks of enlightenment where it all lights up, like right now, and you get it. Give it 5 minutes, you'll get caught in some new drama. It'll distract you, it'll take your mind, and boom, next thing you know, you won't even know you're dreaming again. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Again and again, forever and ever. These Salford skies are like a giant pair of blue eyes, with the clock tower behind my eyes. And will I realize that sky though, that sky, and my God, I need a haircut. You know what? I'd never hid from you guys that I've grown my hair to compensate for the fact I'm losing so much of it, but it gets to a stage where you just look like a dog with mange. Anyway, back to blue sky. Maybe I'm going to shave it off today. Maybe I'll do it on video. It's okay, Tony. It's okay. What a glorious day here at the Swinton Town Hall extension. Brutal. So, it's getting boring now, but you know, it's still photogenic in that it's not something that happens every day, every year, every month. The NHS testing continues at high speed, quite busy today. There's a lot of people here. I just want to respond to a clever comment I had on a video yesterday. It said that the people, the considerate people who are going to get tested are very likely to be the people who wear the mask, who use the hand sanitizer, who take the government guidelines in a very compliant manner. Nothing wrong with compliance. But the very people who are taking it very seriously are the people who are getting infected by the tens of thousands. So was it always too late to quarantine? And is the British government now losing its mind and blaming the public for something that was always too late? For something that is so, what's the word? So prevalent everywhere. This nanoparticle that lives in cold temperatures, warm temperatures. There's nothing you can do. As per my talk the other day, saying I've had enough, it's time we stopped being scared and we just carried on with our lives. We took the hit, and our immune systems and our society will get us through this. We will go on. There's no point cowering at home. The invader is at the gates. You either take him on and defeat him and return to normality, or you keep every little piggy locked in their homes and tell the piggies that their homes are made of straw, when in fact it's made of stone. So to the government, to Boris, little pig, let me out. I'm getting it all mixed up now, but you know what I mean. There's no point being scared anymore. Let's just get on with our lives. Look how beautiful this day is. We're here at the War Memorial in Swinton. Now, what will shock you about every single small town in the United Kingdom is that there will be a very somber war memorial with hundreds of names on it. And you extrapolate that up. Every small town, thousands of towns, every small town with hundreds of names on their memorial. We asked these very young men to go off and sacrifice everything so that we may be free. We even say it explicitly. We say, they lie dead in many lands so that we may live here in peace. And we ask the young so that babies can live free back at home. And we ask the young to do that sacrifice. Now I'm going to ask the elderly something equally important right now. I ask you to please take off your masks, don't live in fear, and do what your generation was best at, confronting evil and standing up. And I tell you why, there's no conspiracy at play here. Some friends waving at me from a taxi. There's no conspiracy here. There is just a government which does what every government does in times of crisis, of fear, of the unknown. They lock down, they become super authoritarian, they enter this primate hierarchy mentality where they take over and they brutalize the very people that they're trying to save. Happens throughout history, has always happened, will always happen. The United Kingdom is demoralizing, dehumanizing, and humiliating the poor and the middle class in this country who cannot afford another year of house arrest, who cannot afford to walk around with soggy face nappies on, which do nothing. The very people driving the increase in cases are the people who are most worried. The face mask wearers, the hand sanitizer wearers. It was always too late to quarantine. So for the greatest generation this country has ever seen, for the people that led to the baby boomers, I ask you, and the numbers will be a lot less. We're not going to lose 600,000 young men like we did in World War II. We're not going to lose that many. But we must lay down our lives and our very bodies against the increasing fascism and authoritarianism which is coming in to this country. They talk of war, we are ready. They talk of sacrifice, your generation's done it. They try and control and dictate how we live our lives, no. Anyone that tries to do that goes from your protector to your enemy. That's all I've got to say.